Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hey, let's do this thing.
Get out your popcorn.
Turn off the stove.
Put out the cat.
Put out the cat. Call your friend.
Call your mama. It's game time.
It's game time.
It's showtime. Woo!
Pirates basketball is next, baby. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
Believe it. Believe it. Believe the hype. Pirates basketball's next, baby.
Pirates knock away the ball. Waste of the play. It's in the hands of the Pirates. They put it in on the way.
Six to go. Another three is
Pirates win.
Fans, welcome back to Alumni Arena here on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic State University for the second game game of our Peach Belt Conference doubleheader. Armstrong Atlantic State taking on Columbus State. Chad Jackson joined by Eric Faulkner. We'll have Jake Carmichael with you a little bit later, but Eric, the Lady Pirates came out and really shot well in that first game, picking up a 20-point win over the Lady Cougars. We'll see what the Pirates can do against Columbus State here this evening.
Yeah, great result for the Lady Pirates, and obviously another key matchup here in the Peach Belt between Armstrong Atlantic and Columbus State, Chad. And, the home court's been an advantage all year long, but the last time out for the Pirates, the home court didn't hold. So I'm sure Coach Burkhammer has always stressed the importance of winning at home, and I'm sure he's done that for told his team that tonight.
More importantly, really heading into the Peach Belt Conference tournament, the Pirates dropped a game in the standings thanks to that loss to Clayton State. Now sit at 9-8, right at that 5 spot, where it looks like they would be playing North Georgia in the first round, but they've got 3 games remaining, with which against teams that are below them in the standings, starting tonight against Columbus State. So the opportunity is there for the Pirates to, again, build some momentum heading for the tournament.
And you always want to try to get a good matchup, and then also if you can avoid some of the top seeds, a little bit longer in the tournament. So, every game's critical, and you really don't know as the season goes on, Chad. As you know, in conference play, anything can happen. A lot of these teams, at the bottom of the standings could beat some of the teams towards the top of the standings. So, with 3 games left, you want to get on a roll going into postseason.
One interesting note tonight for Columbus State, as women's basketball coach Jay Sparks having to pull a little double duty tonight. Doug Branson, the head coach for Columbus State, been suspended for a game because of some actions at Georgia College on a Wednesday. So Sparks will be on the bench. The real coach, so to speak, will be assistant coach Travis Glover, but Coach Sparks lending a hand to the Cougars tonight as they get set to take on the Pirates. And another interesting note on that, the last time that happened for the Pirates was 2 years ago when Augusta State came into Alumni Arena with their assistant coach, as Mitras was suspended for a game, and they came away with the win in that game. And sometimes that's what you see with teams when their coach is suspended, or a player, they're missing a player, missing a coach, they kind of rally around and play that much harder for their team.
Sure, you see that a lot, Chad, and it's late in the season. The guys know what they need to do, and I'm sure the coaching staff of Columbus State has them well prepared.
All right, let's step aside and meet the 2007-2008 Pirates. We're going to find out what the Pirates' favorite hobbies are.
Today, let's meet the Pirates and find out their favorite hobby.
Jamal Galloway, Xbox 360.
Andrew Weber, watching Aussie Rules football.
William Kane, golf and reading.
TT Hall, basketball.
Corey Johnson, Xbox 360.
Parker Hayden, playing any type of sports.
Franchise Brown, sleep.
Calvin Wilson, playing jokes.
Jimmy Fanning, fishing.
Marcus Curry, Xbox 360.
Brian Moultrie, sleeping.
Patrick Sanu, write lyrics.
Nick Blumoff, tennis.
Bobby Ankrum, spades.
Jeff Burkhammer, following my daughters.
Steve Franklin, all sports.
Joe LeCurve, watching football.
Stephen Chaffee, running.
Chad Jackson with Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena as the Pirates have just honored Greg Favors with a moment of silence here, the former all-conference forward who played for head coach Griff Mills and the Pirates from 1999 to 2001. Died on Saturday after a battle with arterial sclerosis, and he was just 31 years old. Greg survived by his wife Jill, a former Armstrong Atlantic women's basketball player, and a 2-year-old son, Cameron. So a little bit of a heavy heart around the Armstrong Atlantic State Athletic Department and basketball program today after the news of Greg Favors passing. Well, Armstrong Atlantic State set for action against Columbus State, and an interesting lineup here for head coach Jeff Burkhammer. Perhaps Eric a little upset with his team's effort against Clayton State. A couple of players that see limited action getting the start tonight, as Jimmy Fanning and Nick Blumhoff will be the starting post players for the Pirates this evening against the Cougars.
Yeah, and sometimes, coaches want to send messages, and players sometimes get secure because they've been playing a lot of minutes and thinking that they don't have to work as hard. Coach Burkhammer pointed out there was a lot of turnovers the other night. He didn't think the intensity was good enough, so giving some other guys a chance, and it's their opportunity to go out there and maybe show that they should be playing a little bit more.
One player that has been hot from the field is Corey Johnson, the senior shooting guard, starting tonight. He's led the Pirates in scoring each of the last 4 games, and he is averaging nearly 18 points a game over that stretch. He had 15 here on Monday against Clayton State. Was really the only consistent offensive threat for the Pirates in that game against the Lakers.
Yeah, he's been really playing well as of late. You pointed out in the last game, Johnson, coming into the program, the first year sometimes takes a little bit of time to get acclimated to what the system and things like that, the players around you. But as the season's gone on, he's really stepped up here in the latter stages of this year.
William Kane and Jamal Galloway join Johnson in the backcourt starting for the Pirates for Columbus State. Starting lineup, Javaris Stewart, Travis Matthews, Corus Portis, the 3-guard offense, then Chandre Guest, the forward, and Maurice Arnold will be the center. Arnold is the tallest player on this Columbus State squad at 6'7", but this is a Columbus State squad that plays bigger than their heights. They lead the Peach Belt Conference in block shots, so it'll be interesting to see the effect as the ball goes out of bounds. Columbus State won the tip, but Matthews, the point guard, didn't see it go.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so
the Pirates catch a break and will have the basketball to begin this contest. Kane has it, looking for Galloway. Now over for Corey Johnson. 3-pointer is up and good, and a good start for the Pirates as Corey Johnson remains hot from the floor, canning his first 3-pointer.
Yeah, as you pointed out in the pregame, Chad, he's been doing well as of late and off to a good start tonight.
Kick ball for the Pirates will keep the ball with Columbus State.
And what you like about Johnson, Chad, he brings a lot of energy to the game. He's always excited to be playing the basketball, and that's a big part of being successful.
Matthews in the corner for Portis. Now a pass is stolen by Jimmy Fanning. Lazy skip pass by Portis, and so Jamal Galloway comes right back, drains the 3 in transition, and a message sent by the Pirates early on. 2 3-pointers, they lead 6-0.
Quick start, got to be happy with that.
3-pointer is no good by Stewart. Here come the Pirates. Galloway for another 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Columbus State.
Maybe a tad bit ambitious with that one, Chad. A little bit deep there. That was way beyond NBA range.
Matthews' pull-up jumper is good. That is Javaris Stewart. So Stewart gets the Cougars on the board at 6-2. Bounce pass to Blumhoff, back to Johnson. Right side, Johnson kicks it off to Kane. 23 on the shot clock. Now Blumhoff for 3, no good. A little too long. So back the other way. Portis kicks it off. Guest baseline is good. Chandre Guest, the junior from Columbia, South Carolina, gets the bucket, and it's 6-4. Pirates 2 of 3 from the floor and 2 of 3 from three-point range. They haven't tried one from in front of the arc yet tonight. As we are 2 minutes in, 6-4 Pirates lead. Johnson, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound tipped by Fanning to Blumhoff.
Yeah, good effort by Fanning to keep that one alive.
Now Kane dribbles through and has it knocked out of bounds. Off of Kane. Turnover for the Pirates.
That was one of the things the other night, Chad, with way too many turnovers, so we'll have to watch that stat as the game progresses.
Portis with it. Now Stewart. Back to Matthews. Bounce pass, and the layup is no good by Arnold. Pirates catch a break there as Arnold was all alone underneath the basket and couldn't get it to go. Kane, top of the key, behind the back dribble. Drives, kicks it off to Corey Johnson for three. Good.
Good looking shot there by Johnson. He got Kane, found him open out there on the outside, and he nailed it.
Johnson with 2 threes. It's 9-4. Pirates with the lead. Guest underhands it. Now a three by Portis is no good. Rebound, Kane has it knocked away, but Johnson comes away with it. Now Kane looking inside, ball deflected, and the Cougars are going to run. Shot is up, no good, as Galloway fouls Travis Matthews in transition. Matthews will shoot 2.
Yeah, Kane kind of forced that pass. Fanning didn't have position down low when he tried to get it into him, but
usually if your back's to the basket like that, it's tough to thread that needle with the defender able to knock away the entry pass. That's what happened on that play, and Matthews gets 2 free throws out of it. His first one is good, getting the friendly shooter's roll. 9-5, 16:46 to go until halftime. Pirates 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Second free throw good as well. And it's a 3-point ball game at 9-6. Galloway, guarded by Portis, drives, kicks off to Kane. Now Johnson inside, lays it up, scores. Good cut to the basket by Johnson. He's got 8.
Great start for Johnson.
And then a ball deflected, a loose ball picked up by Fanning. Kane over to Johnson for 3, no good, in and out. And the rebound, loose ball picked up by Blumhoff. His hook is too short. Easy rebound for Arnold. Matthews back down the court, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that basket there was a little bit too easy for Columbus State, so Pirates need to really pick up the defensive intensity.
T.T. Hall gets up off the bench, is set to check in for the Pirates. As Galloway to Blumhoff for 3, no good. Rebound, Guest for Columbus State.
Though he's 7 foot, Chad, he likes to play out there on the perimeter, not afraid to take the long-range shot as Blumhoff.
Nice wrap inside, and the dunk is good by Arnold. And Arnold will go to the line to try and tie this ball game up, and I think that's what you get with Blumhoff and Fanning versus players like Sanu and Brown who check in, is that defense-offensive drop-off. Blumhoff and Fanning got to a couple of loose balls early, but too wide open on some passes.
Yeah,
in the
I
paint.
think inside, they were able to go inside twice. Neither one of them was able to pick up the players down low, so gave them a good solid 4+ minutes there to get started.
Free throw no good. T.T. Hall grabs the rebound, so Pirates still lead it 11-10. Corey Johnson running the point now for the Pirates as Patrick Sanu, Franchot Brown, Hall into the game. Brown, baseline, double team, bounce pass to Sanu, shot is up, no good. Franchot Brown is fouled after the offensive rebound, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
We talk a lot about Johnson, but Brown's another player I think that's kind of unheralded in this lineup, Chad. He plays a lot bigger than his size. He's very athletic. He scraps a lot of rebounds, so does a lot of little things that you notice.
6'4" senior from Washington Wilkes, Georgia. plays a lot bigger than 6'4", as his first free throw is good.
That's what he used to say about me as well.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Portis for the Cougars. Now Matthews with it. Over to Guest. 22 on the shot clock. Portis guarded by Galloway. Guest, a three is no good. Rebound tipped and saved by Stewart. Stewart drives the baseline, kicks it off to Matthews. Matthews in the paint, underhands it to Portis. Now Matthews for three, good.
It all started with Stewart. He didn't seem to have position, but he was able to get his body in there, get pulled down that rebound, give him the second chance.
3 times it looked like on that possession that the Pirates were going to get a steal, as Franchot Brown's shot is no good. Rebound, Stewart. Columbus State leads it, and a kick ball will send us to our first media timeout on the floor. 14:21 left to go. Columbus State leads it 13-12. Left to go in the first half. Columbus State has weathered the early run by the Pirates and now leads at 13-12. Very similar, Eric, to Monday. Pirates got out to that 7-1 lead, led it 10-4 at one point, but Clayton State battled back, called timeout, got back into the game, and kind of really took it to the Pirates the rest of the way. Can the Pirates respond to the Cougars' charge here in the first half?
Yeah, and a good timeout, obviously, to calm them down. You're on the road, and just make sure you don't get too far in a hole. And they've climbed back here to take the lead here by 1.
A couple of subs in for Columbus State, as Rye Zinder is into the game, running the point, as well as Miguel Morton. Morton shot no good. Rebound tipped. Finally comes down into the hands of William Kane. Galloway for a long three, no good, but he gets his own rebound, saves it to Franchot Brown. So even though the three try by Galloway was a little ambitious, credit Galloway for following up his shot and getting the offensive rebound. Kane to Franchot Brown, top of the key, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Morton. Here come the Cougars. Stewart to Zinder. Now Stewart, well out front, 15 on the shot clock. Quay Holloway, who checked in at the timeout, tries a three, and that's no good. He almost banked it in. Jamal Galloway gets the rebound. And a look that passes tip, but Franchot Brown gets it over to Sanu. Shot is up off the glass, no good. And the rebound, it goes out of bounds off of the Pirates.
Having trouble finding the basket right now. We haven't had a real good look at it. Several of the shots we've been taking are off balance.
Stewart tries to break down Brown, now gets it out to Zinder. Ball kicked by Galloway. Out on the perimeter, 22 seconds on the shot clock. Zinder around a screen, over to Stewart. Stewart drives, gives it off to Holloway, and steal by the Pirates. T.T. Hall on the run. Hall drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound, Franchot Brown puts it up and in.
Much needed basket right there, Chad. We've had several trips down the floor without scoring. So,
and a foul called as Will Kane draws the offensive foul on Morton. Maybe a little bit of a flop, but whatever works for the Pirates as they create the turnover. William Kane has it. 4 assists on the night so far for Kane as the Pirates lead at 14-13. Kane third in the nation in that category and tops in the Peach Belt Conference. Kane to Galloway, well out front. Galloway dribbles right. Now T.T. Hull on the screen. Backs it out, gives it to Kane. 12 on the shot clock. Gets the screen from Sanu. Dribbles in the paint, backs it out. Now we'll go in, lay it up. No, pass is deflected. He was trying to find Franchot Brown on the bounce pass, and it was kicked by a Columbus State player. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Nice little move, though, to get penetration, but was unable to make that final pass. So let's see what they can do here with 3 seconds.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Kane to inbound it. Morton right in his face. Lob play to Sanu. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound and has it stripped, but Kane saves it, and the Pirates get a fresh 35. Floater by Galloway, no good. Rebound again, tipped by Sanu, but this time Quay Holloway comes down with it. Pirates cold from the field other than Corey Johnson. Three-pointer is up and good for Matthews. And the Cougars retake the lead 16-14. Galloway 1 for 3 from three-point range. Pirates as a team 3 of 8. Brown was open for a minute. Reverse shot, no good, but Patrick Sanu's there for the dunk.
Yeah, big dunk there by Sanu. Gives some energy to the team as well from the crowd.
And a foul on the floor as Matthews tries to dribble penetrate. Will Kane, or excuse me, T.T. Hall guilty of the foul, his first.
One thing you said, Chad, in the pregame was this team, Columbus State, they play a lot bigger than they appear, and that's been evident. Every rebound's been contested.
Ball's deflected out of bounds by the Pirates as they try and get a trap in front of the Pirates bench. Coach Burkhammer arguing that it should be Pirates ball after the Columbus State player lost it out of bounds, but it stays with Columbus. Matthews to inbound in front of the end of the Pirates bench to Holloway. Matthews gets it back, wasn't expecting it. And a turnover or timeout called by Columbus State as Matthews was hung up right in front of the Pirates bench. It's a 30-second timeout.
Well, 16-16, Chad. We're about halfway through the first half. Columbus State shooting 50%, Armstrong shooting about 30%. But we've missed a lot of good looks that we've been converting. But got to give Columbus State credit, like you said. Got down early and really come on strong as of late.
Corey Johnson on the bench right now, 3 of 5 from the floor. The rest of the Pirates as a team, just 3 of 15. And that's not going to get it done. That's 20%. Someone other than Johnson's going to have to step up in this game and make some shots. Meanwhile, Matthews having a perfect night from the floor, 3 of 3, including 2 of 2 3-pointers, 2 of 2 free throws. 10 points leads all scorers. Matthews to inbound it to Holloway. Again, the half-court trap by the Pirates and a steal as T.T. Hall picks it up, goes in and dunks it, and the Pirates retake the lead. Matthews quickly back the other way with it to Zender. Ball stolen by Franchot Brown. Pirates back-to-back steals. Over to Galloway. Galloway baseline has it blocked, but Sanu gets it, can't get it to go, and the rebound comes down to Morton. Again.
Galloway released that one down by his chest, and that was an easy block for CSU.
Matthews 3 the other way, and Columbus State retakes the lead 19-18.
Brian Moultrie is about to check into the game for the Pirates.
Will Kane thought about the 3, gives it to Brown. Now down low, Sanu on Morton. Shoots, hits. (20-19). Pirates retake the lead as we're under 10 to play until halftime. Matthews averaging 10 points a game. He's already up over that, or already over that with 13 tonight. Holloway will try a long three. That's good.
That was a tough shot right here. A defender, Will Kane, I believe, a hand in his face, but he knocked it down.
Hall has it, looking for Sanu down low. Sanu drives, hangs, shoots, has it blocked, gets his own rebound. Shot is up, and no good. But there's Franchot Brown with another offensive rebound and the basket.
Offensively, it seems like we're trying to get into Sanu down low, and he's had some looks. He's finished a couple of them, but Franchot Brown there with a good offensive rebound in the basket.
Reverse layup, good.
That's too easy right
Arnold
there, and Coach Brookhammer not happy, Chad.
And he is particularly not happy with Sanu for the defense on the baseline. This will be our full timeout and our media timeout. We'll take it with them. 24-22, Columbus State with the lead after the short break. Chad Jackson with Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic State with the basketball. Trailing at 24-22. Corey Johnson and Brian Moultrie into the game for the Pirates. Corus Portis back into the game for Columbus State, as is Ryan Chester into the game for the first time. Corey Johnson has it, drives, kicks it off to T.T. Hall, wide open for three, good. So a three-point battle. Both teams have made 4 threes, and the Pirates lead it by 1, 25-24.
Leading scorer Portis yet to get on the scoreboard, Chad.
He's had histories of big games in this building for Columbus. As Matthews to Guest. Well out front, hands off to Portis. Portis drives. Back to Guest. Guest, 10 on the shot clock. Behind the back to Portis. Now Holloway for three. Good.
Good ball movement there to work it around and get the open shot for Holloway, and the threes are dropping in tonight.
And the book on Columbus is if they're hitting threes, look out. They're very, very tough to beat. 27-25, Columbus State with 5 3-pointers, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Hall inside, spins, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound. Hall takes it away, and an official's whistle here. I'm not sure what it was.
The shot clock. Maybe,
looked like the shot clock reset to me, but the 33 seconds showing on the shot clock.
I'm not sure the initial shot, if it drew iron or not.
And that may be what they're saying, that the shot did not, so we're going to put 16 seconds on the shot clock. Good call, Eric. 27-25, Pirates trail by 2. Corey Johnson, now the out-of-bounds pass for 3. It's good, and draw the foul. Well, last Wednesday we saw 3 3-point plays in one half, and now Corey Johnson will head to the line to try and complete his own and give the Pirates a 2-point lead.
Yeah, he's been feeling it here tonight already, Chad, off to a great start, and it's just like you've been pointing out, he's just been the player really that's really stepped it up here towards the latter part of the season.
Free throw is good. The 4-point play complete. Calvin Wilson checks in, and it's a 2-point lead at 29-27. Johnson now with 12 points.
Gotta love the 4-point play, huh?
Just like you drew it up. But Matthews who has 13 points of his own, has the basketball in his hand. Down low for Holloway for a high arcing three. That's no good. Rebound tipped. And Guest gets the rebound for Columbus. Guest drives, underhand, nice look for Matthews, but he was too strong on the layup. Rebound Moultrie, here come the Pirates. Kane traveled.
Yeah. Kind of the ball got stuck in his hand. I think he was trying to decide in midair exactly what he was going to do with it. And
29-27, 7:03 to go. Chester inbounds it. Matthews has it. That was Matthews' first miss of the night, that layup. He is still perfect from beyond the arc. Holloway to Matthews. Matthews drives, floater good. Over Moultrie, Matthews floats it in, and we're tied at 29, 6:43 to go. Johnson drives, kicks it off to Wilson for three. That's no good. And a rebounding foul on Moultrie as Moultrie goes over Chester.
Yeah, didn't have position down low and came up over the back to get that rebound on the missed three-pointer. So
Wilson 0 for 3 on the season from three-point range and make it 0-4 now. Guest with it. Hands off to Holloway. Matthews back to Guest. They work it around the perimeter, do the Cougars. 13 on the shot clock. Guest gets a ball screen. Out to Holloway. Holloway. Three over Moultrie, no good. Rebound, Will Kane.
Moultrie, good job there of making that shot a lot more difficult.
Kane down low for Wilson. Shot up off the glass, good. And the Pirates retake the lead, 31-29. Good action back and forth here in a tight ball game. Guest with it, drives, hangs. Nice look inside for Chester, and he loses the handle on the ball. Rebound, or loose ball comes down to the Pirates. Look inside to Moultrie. Moultrie, and an offensive foul. Moultrie lowered his shoulder just a little too much.
Shoulder
and Guest draws the charge.
Shoulder and the elbow, I think. But if you're going to get called for, you might as well get your money's worth.
Some fouls are emphatic. That one was emphatic. 31-29, Pirates with the lead. Matthews to Portis. Back to Matthews. Drives. Kicks it off to Guest. Guest drives. Back to Portis for three. No good. Rebound. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of Wilson. And they're going to keep it with Columbus State. Maurice Arnold into the game, replacing Guest. 5:07 to go until halftime. Holloway out to Portis. Drives. And an offensive foul as Franchot Brown draws the charge. Good positioning there by Brown.
Yeah, it was actually Wilson, I think. But, yeah, you saw the drive there by Portis. He hasn't been able to get it going so far tonight, Chad. And that's you got to look at it only down by 2, and your leading scorer doesn't have a point. So
Wilson to Moultrie. Now Kane has it. They work it around the perimeter to Hall. 4-3. No good. Rebound Matthews. Matthews brings it up quickly. Now Holloway has it. Guarded by Johnson. Tight defense by Johnson. Now Portis has it. Hands it back to Matthews. 4:24 to go until halftime. A little isolation for Matthews here. Bounce pass inside. Chester. Shot is up and good. Chester used his shoulder to get some room there. And we're tied at 31. 4:06 to go here in the first half. Kane for three. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Columbus. Portis. And missing the layup is Arnold. And then Portis throws it right to Kane. Kane in the corner. Corey Johnson for three. No good. Rebound Wilson. Wilson spins, shoots, hits. 3:35 to go. 33-31. Pirates have a 9-5 edge on the offensive boards here. Actually 10-5 after that one by the Pirates. Holloway to Matthews. 15 seconds. He'll put up a three-pointer. It's good, and he's fouled. And so Matthews will have a chance for a 4-point play of his own. And the Pirate players can't believe it.
Well, lately we've seen a lot of those. The other night we saw several as well, but got to commend T.T. Hall for the job he's doing on Portis right now, Chad. He's throwing him like a glove.
So Matthews, who is 4 for 4 from three-point range here in the first half, heads to the line to complete the 4-point play. He does, and Columbus State leads by 2, 35-33.
Back and forth we go, huh?
Sanu, who just checked back in. Also Galloway into the game. Wilson drives, hangs, shoots, hits. Good take to the basket by Wilson, and we're tied at 35. Plenty of offense on display in this one. The Pirates not shooting well, but getting several second-hand shots. Matthews' shot no good because he shot it from inside the three-point arc. Corey Johnson drives, underhands to Sanu, and he loses it going up. And it's out of bounds over to Columbus State. Everyone anticipating the throwdown by Sanu, but he lost it going up.
Yeah, Sanu's 6 points right now, Chad. 3 from 8, but he's had a couple baskets I'm sure he'd like to have another shot at.
We're tied at 35. Matthews has it. Guarded by Johnson. Now Portis guarded by Galloway. That's a mismatch for Columbus, and Portis goes to the basket. Too hard off the backboard, and it's off of Johnson, out of bounds. The loose ball stays with Columbus. Johnson 12 points, but Matthews a clinic in the first half, 19 points.
Yeah, coming in the game averaging 10 per game, so 9 above his average here in the first half, and it's been all needed with Portis yet to get a basket.
Three-pointer for Portis, no good. Rebound, Wilson. Wilson gets it to Kane. Kane brings it up quickly. In the corner, Johnson. Now Galloway for three. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound, Sanu. Now Johnson for three. That's good. So Corey Johnson trying to match Matthews bucket for bucket. He's got 15, and it's a three-point lead. 38-35.
Have everyone clear the court and have them go 1v1, right? Sorry, one-on-one. 1v1 is soccer term.
Long two is good for Stewart. Javaris Stewart gets his second bucket of the night. 1 point lead for the Pirates. Sanu spins, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound, Matthews. Matthews, and he's fouled on the floor. And
I'm going to say it's before the
shot, and it was a good call.
Shot.
Kane held up Matthews' arm. So
you look at it, Chad, you got Jamal Galloway leading the team in scoring with 12 with only 3 points. Portis on the other end leads the team with 13.2 with 0 points. But it's been Corey Johnson and Matthews for Columbus State. Travis Matthews.
Matthews' first free throw is good as he hits the front end of the 1-on-1. 20 points and a half for Matthews. And we're tied at 38. Second free throw for Matthews is good as well. And a sub as Sean Miller checks in for Columbus, replacing Stewart. 1:02 to go until halftime. Columbus State with a 1-point lead, and again doing it without the services of head coach Doug Branson. Johnson to Galloway, inside to Wilson. Shot is up and it's partially blocked by Arnold. Columbus comes away with a rebound. 4 blocks for Columbus. They lead the Peach Belt Conference in blocks. Arnold has it. 30 seconds to go in the half. Arnold spins, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound. Pirates. Corey Johnson on the run. Goes all the way in, lays it up, and he's fouled. He'll have a chance to go to the line with 20.4 seconds left.
So Johnson will have a chance to add to his total. He has 15 right now.
And it was a good athletic move by Johnson not to get called for the charge because Miller had pretty good position in the lane.
He was able to navigate himself around them and they pick up the foul.
Johnson 1 for 1 from the line as he completed a 4-point play earlier in the half. First free throw is good. And we're tied at 39.
Well, if you're Coach Glover in this
second free throw good.
Right now, you got to be fairly happy.
Absolutely. You're right with the Pirates on their home court as Portis has it, guarded by Galloway. 10 seconds left. Portis over to Arnold. Arnold, 6 seconds left. Gives it off to Miller. Miller, 1 second left. Ball stolen. Pirates will go into halftime leading it 40-39. And a good, very good first half of basketball.
Yeah, it was. It was entertaining. It kind of flew by, didn't it? But it would probably be more fitting if we were tied because it seems like we were tied throughout that half. But the stories, Chad, as you point out, is Johnson for Armstrong Atlantic and Matthews on the other side for Columbus State, 21 points. So right now, anyone's game.
All right. Well, we will now be joined by Armstrong Atlantic State women's assistant coach Veronica Black as we talk about the Lady Pirates win over Columbus State earlier this evening, as it was 73-54. And first of all, Veronica, you got to talk about the way that the Lady Pirates came out in the second half, because we've seen games where we've gone into the lead there in the first half, kind of allowed teams to get back into games, but Lindsey Holmes stroking the three-pointer there in the second half. Talk a little bit about what you talked about at halftime and how you responded in the second half.
Well, at halftime, we definitely talked about Columbus is a great team. They were not going to give up. They were going to come back full force, put a lot of pressure on us and stuff like that. But like you said, Lindsey Holmes came out for us. She's been struggling a little bit, got it back together, and hit some big threes for us, and that pretty much sealed it for us, I think.
Lacey Willis with another outstanding game, 21 points, and it seems like she's getting a little more confidence in taking the ball and driving to the basket. Even if you don't make the shot, you're getting to the free throw line.
Absolutely. Again, we've talked a lot to her, too, about just getting confidence and doing what she knows how to do best. And exactly like you said, just get to the basket, use the glass. If you don't get it, you're going to get to the free throw line and get some easy points. So,
what's the confidence level with the Lady Pirates right now? You've now beaten two teams that were above the Lady Pirates in the Peach Belt Conference standings, and you've got two more that you're looking up at in the standings. Talk a little bit about the feeling amongst the Lady Pirates going into these final two games.
They're very excited, obviously. Definitely confidence is going up, and they're just excited about the opportunity to get our season back on track. And we, like you said, we have two more games against big opponents who are very good, so just keep that confidence going and hopefully keep on winning.
Francis Marion, at the beginning of the season, they had the kind of look of a team that was just going to come into the league and blow out a lot of people. And I think their struggles started with your game up at Florence. You held them to a season low in points. Since then, they've lost a few games, and they lead the Peach Belt, but they only lead it by a half game over three teams.
Yeah, this year our conference is really tight. Everybody is in it to the end, and so every game becomes more and more important as the season goes on.
Francis Marion comes in on Wednesday. We'll see how the Lady Pirates do against the Patriots on senior night here at Alumni Arena. Should be a very exciting senior night with some very good seniors playing their final home games here at Alumni Arena.
Thank you.
Chad Jackson with Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena, where Armstrong Atlantic State leads Columbus State by just one, 40-39, in a very good offensive game from both teams. Columbus State shooting 48.3% from the floor, 6 of 14 from three-point range, but 4 of 4 for Travis Matthews, who leads all scorers with 21 points. Armstrong Atlantic just 15 of 40 from the floor, but Eric, 11 offensive rebounds compared to 6 for Columbus State, resulting in 14 second chance points.
Yeah, I've been active on the boards and been able to get those second chance points, and very important ones, obviously, the score being so tight. But you gotta wonder, at least on the Columbus State side, when your leading scorer has 0, is he going to get on? You don't think he's going to hold them like that all night long. So to be down by 1 on the road without your head coach, leading scorer Portis hasn't been able to get on the board yet. Maybe in the second half, if he can get going, they'll have a good shot. On the Armstrong side of things, it's been Johnson, but who else? Johnson has 17, but really hasn't got much help from anyone else. Wilson 3 from 5 from the field with 6 points, but we're going to have to need some points for someone like Galloway or T.T. Hall or someone in there is going to have to produce something.
Sanu has 6 points as well, but 4 offensive rebounds, so most of his baskets have come, on second chances. The Pirates still looking for that second score to complement Johnson, but then again, Columbus State still looking for their complimentary score, as Quay Holloway has 2 3-pointers, but no other Columbus State player with more than 4 points. Pirates have been keep taking care of the basketball, just 5 turnovers, whereas Columbus State has 10 turnovers. While Columbus State 3 blocked shots, the conference's leading shot blocker, and you wouldn't think it when you look at the roster of the Cougars.
Very athletic, though, Chad, and tonight was evident of that one. But we do look at the roster, not the biggest team in the Peach Belt by any stretch, but obviously are able to produce on the block shots.
Tonight, the only action in the Peach Belt Conference. We thank you for joining us, as yesterday was a league. Most of the rest of the league played yesterday. Some scores from yesterday's action. Nationally ranked USC Aiken, leading the Peach Belt Conference, had a tough one at Lander, but won 66-61. Augusta State stayed right there, 1 game behind USC Aiken, defeating Francis Marion 71-61. North Georgia came away with a 76-70 win over Clayton State. And then Georgia College, a 1-point winner over Georgia Southwestern, 59-58. Interesting to see the second half lineup for Coach Jeff Burkhammer. Of course, he started Jimmy Fanning, Nick Blumhoff, Jamal Galloway to start the game, but Blumhoff and Fanning will have a seat in the second half as the Pirates will bring out Franchot Brown and Calvin Wilson to begin the second half.
And Wilson having a nice game, 3 from 5 from the field, 6 points, so gets the start here in the second half.
Columbus State will bring out its starting 5 with Chandre Guest, Maurice Arnold, Javaris Stewart, Travis Matthews, and Coris Portis. And like you said, it's just a matter of time. If Portis gets on track and Matthews stays hot, the Pirates are going to have to come up with some offense of their own. Stewart, jumper no good, but offensive rebound for Guest. Guest spins, hangs, shoots, has it blocked by Franchot Brown. Another offensive rebound, shot by Stewart, will not go from the free throw line.
Yeah.
And the Pirates come away with it.
Good job by Brown there on the block, and the other ones had 3 chances and didn't get any points.
Galloway, who made just 1 3-pointer in the first half for 3 points, gives off to Kane, 16 on the shot clock. Johnson with it. Down low for Franchot Brown. Good position by Brown. Lays it up and in.
We were saying earlier he plays bigger than he is, and he got the block on this side and a shot underneath.
Coris Portis can't get the transitional layup to go. And the Pirates come away with it. 42-39. Armstrong with the lead. Johnson, baseline. Pass is stolen. 2-on-1 break. Stewart goes up, misses the basket, but he's fouled, and so Javaris Stewart will go to the line for 2 free throws. The foul is going to be called on Wilson, his first, and 2 free throws upcoming for Stewart. Four points, 4 rebounds tonight. First free throw is good for the junior from Camilla, Georgia. And T.T. Hall is going to come into the game for William Kane. So Corey Johnson will run the point. Second free throw is good. It's a 42-41 game. Johnson brings it up. Looks left, now gives right to Galloway. Guarded by Stewart inside to Wilson. Wilson underhanded it to Brown. He had it knocked away, but the Pirates pick up the loose ball. Johnson, fadeaway jumper is no good, and a foul called on the Pirates. Rebounding, and that's on Wilson again.
Tough jumper right there, fading away from the basket, unable to knock it home. 1 point separates these teams.
42-41. Matthews to Portis. Portis drives, hangs, shoots, and gets it to go and draws the foul. Sikoris Portis finally gets on the scoreboard, and it gives the Columbus State Cougars a 1 point lead, 43-42. And that's a matchup that honestly the Cougars should exploit with Portis against Galloway. Galloway's played him pretty tough so far, but Portis converts the 3-point play. T.T. Hall with it in front of the Pirates bench, looks inside, now drives. Inside Brown. Brown spins, hangs, shoots, misses, but he's fouled. Franchot Brown smart with the basketball. He was inside the paint, but he was able to clear and then go back in and get a better looking shot. Didn't get it to go, but he gets fouled.
Brown shooting about 76% from the free throw line this season.
7 points, 3 rebounds, misses the first, but he'll have one more.
Be interesting to see here on the defensive end, the matchups, who Galloway and who.
Second free throw good for Brown. It's a 1 point game, 44-43. Columbus State with the lead. Portis against Galloway. Dribbles left, puts up the 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound, Calvin Wilson. Here come the Pirates. They've got numbers. Hall to Galloway for 3. Good.
Good sign right there. Jamal Galloway now 2 from 6 from the field and 2 from 5 from 3-point lane, but 6 points.
And with that 3-pointer, Jamal Galloway passes former Columbus State player Yandel Brown for second all-time in the Peach Belt Conference. As guest shot is no good, he gets his own rebound, puts it up and in, and we're tied at 46. And then a steal as Portis steals the inbounds pass. Over to Guest for 3, good. So just like that, Columbus State goes back up, and that's a long 2 as Guest had his foot on the line, so it's 48-46.
These teams have taken 32 3-point shots so far.
Brown shot is up, off the glass, or up floated in over Arnold. It's good, and we're tied at 48. Brown with 8 points, but Guest for 3, that's no good. Nothing but Pirates around the basket, so Brown gets the easy rebound. We're tied at 48. Just when it looks like one team has momentum, the other team comes back. T.T. Hall floater's good from the baseline for 2. And that's The ball goes off of Portis as Portis tried to throw it off of Hall out of bounds.
Yeah, he got off balance there, and he kind of decided, I got to do something with it here, or he's going to possibly travel, and they just tried to throw it off him.
Morton in for the Cougars. 50-48. Armstrong with the lead and the basketball. Hall guarded by Matthews. Lobs it. Pass broken up by Morton. Need to be a little cleaner with that pass. It kind of hung up a little too much.
Yeah, and it didn't appear that Calvin Wilson was expecting it either. He was his back was kind of turned when the pass was made.
15:53 to go. Pirates lead it by 2. Johnson to inbound it to Wilson. Now Johnson gets it back. 15 on the shot clock. Johnson to Hall. Hall drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound comes down. And Columbus State gets it with Arnold. Arnold brings it up. Hands off to Stewart. Nice crossover dribble by Stewart. His shot is blocked, but he's fouled.
Other than that initial run in the first half by the Pirates, neither team's been able to separate themselves from each other.
Stewart goes back to the line where he's 2 for 2 tonight, 6 points for the junior. First free throw is good. Columbus State taking advantage from the free throw line tonight. 9 of 10 are the Cougars from the stripe. Nick Blumhoff set to check back in, and he'll come in for Wilson, as Wilson has 3 fouls all picked up here in the second half. Second free throw good as well, and we're tied at 50. Corey Johnson with it. Spins. Hangs and is fouled as he just throws it up. But a good job as he got Portis off his feet and able to draw contact. So Johnson has not scored this half, but will have 2 free throws. First one is good. He's got 18. Came into today averaging 11.6 points per game, but was the Pirates' leading scorer the last 4 games. Second one's no good. Arnold gets the rebound for the Cougars. It's a 1-point lead for the Pirates. 51-50. Stewart dribbles left. Now ball is stolen, but a foul called on Corey Johnson, trying to get a little leverage against Portis. And we have reached our first media timeout of the second half. 14:53 left to go. Armstrong Atlantic leads 51-50. Chad Jackson with Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic State leads Columbus State 51-50. Armstrong Atlantic shooting 4 of 6 from the field in the second half. Columbus State just 3 of 10, but they've taken advantage of the free throw line, 5 of 5 here in the second half. Portis drives, lays it up over Blumhoff, but it's no good, and the rebound comes down out of bounds off of Columbus State.
And you can see the expression on Portis' face after he missed that one. He's just having that type of night. Nothing seems to go his way.
1 of 8 from the floor is Portis as the Pirates have the basketball, leading by 1. Hall spins, kicks it off to Blumhoff. Thought about the 3, passed it up. Those 2 misses in the first half perhaps weighing on his mind. Now he'll take the 3-pointer. It's no good, but there's Franchot Brown for the rebound and the putback.
A couple days from now, he'll call that a pass.
And Coach Burkhammer arguing that he got hit on the hand, and that's why the 3-pointer was off trajectory, but it works out for the Pirates as they get the bucket. Matthews, guarded by Hall, now gets it back. Over Hall for 3, no good. First 3-pointer miss of the game for Matthews, and the Pirates get the rebound.
And the first half where those were falling for several players in Columbus State. A little tougher time here in the second half.
Ball dribbled off the foot of a Columbus State player into the Pirates bench. Chandra Guest checks back in for Columbus State. Armstrong inbounds it with Galloway to to Brown, looking to get it inside to Blumhoff, but nothing doing. And a hand check foul on Columbus as Corey Johnson drives to the basket. That's Portis' 3rd foul. 3rd team foul for Columbus this half. Johnson inbounds it to Franchot Brown, baseline, guarded by Morton. Now Johnson gets it back. Johnson drives, hangs, gives it to Columbus. 3-on-1 break. Stewart over to Guest, and he's fouled. Basket won't go, but Guest heads to the line for 2.
Pirates have stretched the lead to 3, which seems like in this game is a big lead.
13:24 to go. Neither team has had more than a 2-possession lead in this half. From what I can recall, Guest, first trip to the line, 6 points, 5 rebounds for the junior from Columbia. First free throw is good. And the Cougars are still perfect here in the second half from the free throw line. 6 of 6. I'm going to keep saying that until they miss one. Second free throw is short, no good. Rebound Hall. See, strategy to everything, Eric.
Be interesting to see if Armstrong attacks Portis with 3 fouls because he's still on the floor.
Blumhoff to Johnson. Johnson drives, hangs, and underhands it to Franchot Brown, who puts it up and in. Great feed from Johnson to Brown.
And they went right at Portis right there as well.
Portis back the other way, misses the 3. Rebound comes down out of bounds off of Columbus. And William Kane will check back into the game. Pirates did not suffer a drop-off at the point guard position with Johnson in place of William Kane. Johnson able to dish out a couple of assists. And the Pirates with a 4-point lead and the basketball, 55-51, excuse me.
We haven't seen too much of that. Kane rarely leaves the floor, so.
And then Kane throws it out of bounds into the Pirates bench. Eight assists on the night for Kane, but he's got 4 turnovers. 12:33 to go. Columbus State with the lead, or with the basketball, trailing by 4. Guest, baseline, loses the handle, gives it to Stewart. Stewart underhands it, and a layup good for Morton. 55-53. Kane dribbles left. Now they swing it around. Galloway in the corner. Brown double teamed. Kicks it off to Kane for 3. Good. William Kane with the three-pointer. It's 58-53. Guest. Nice wraparound, and the dunk for Morton is good.
Yeah, he slipped away there from Hall. And it was a nice pass inside there for the basket.
Hall shakes and bakes, hands off to Galloway. Now Blumhoff gets it. Back to Kane, 20 on the shot clock. 3-point lead for the Pirates. And a good one here. Hall for 3, no good. Rebound, Morton. Morton's playing big, but then Morton lazy on the pass.
Stewart.
It's tipped by Kane, but Stewart comes up with it, puts up the three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Hall.
Stewart bailed him out there, but then unable to convert.
Galloway with it. Puts up the three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped. Loose on the floor, comes down to Blumhoff, and Blumhoff calls timeout. Galloway just 2 of 6 from three-point range, but another offensive rebound for the Pirates.
About to say he was getting ready for the new three-point rule in effect next year, but he's a senior, so...
The offensive rebounds are starting to equal up a little bit. It's 13-9 in favor of the Pirates, but Armstrong Atlantic scrambles for the loose ball there, gets the timeout. 10:51 to go in the ball game. Pirates lead by 3.
I'm thinking, Chad, if one team can get a 2-possession lead, it could be...
The Pirates led by 5. 58-53, but the dunk by Morton brings it back to 3.
Yeah, this one looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Kane inbounds it to Galloway for 3, and now no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Morton. So the Pirates get another second chance at it. Oh, this point's a third chance at a bucket. Sanu with it, just checked in. Galloway. Three-pointer again, he's fouled, doesn't get the bucket to go, but he's going to head to the line and shoot 3 free throws.
Notice in this half, just having difficulty getting the ball in the hands of Johnson. First half, he was able to get some good looks. Columbus State obviously trying to do a better job.
Galloway leads the Peach Belt Conference in free throw shooting, 91.1%. He had enough free throws on Monday against Clayton to qualify for the leaderboard. He makes the first one. And he is on pace. This is the second best free throw percentage it would be if the season were to end today in Armstrong Atlantic State history. He's also second in a career in Armstrong Atlantic State history. All 3 are good, and the Pirates lead it by 6, 61-55. That was the score Monday against Columbus State, or against Clayton State, won by the Lakers. But we've got 10.5 minutes left to go here tonight. Matthews has it, guarded by Kane. Guest spins, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound, Franchot Brown. Here come the Pirates. Johnson back into the game for the Pirates with the basketball. Reverses direction, gives it to Galloway for 3. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Miller for Columbus State, and then Morton underneath the basket lays it up and scores. In transition, Columbus State gets the easy 2. Johnson out to Sanu. Sanu drives, hangs, misses, but he's fouled. Morton picks up the foul. That is his second, and Sanu will go to the line for 2.
Franchot Brown's picked up a quiet 14 points, it seems, Chad. But we found
media timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. You're listening to Armstrong Atlantic State basketball. Fans, make your plans now to attend the Peach Belt Conference Basketball Tournament March 5th through 9th at the USC Aiken Convocation Center in Aiken, South Carolina. For ticket information, visit the Peach Belt Conference's website at peachbeltconference.org. Any student from a Peach Belt Conference school with a valid student ID will be admitted for free. And you can also follow along with all the action on the web by watching the tournament at peachbeltsports.tv. Patrick Sanu to the line for Armstrong Atlantic, shooting 2 free throws. Patrick 62.5% from the field, or from the free throw line, His first one rattles in and out. It's a 4-point lead for the Pirates, 61-57. Second free throw is good. Jeff Tarver into the game for Columbus State for his first action of the night. Morton has it. Takes the long two. It's no good. Rebound tipped by Galloway and handled by Corey Johnson.
Big rebound there by Johnson.
The guards battling hard on the boards. Kane over to Galloway. Nice feed inside to Franchot Brown. Lays it up and in.
The two players that we talked about in the pregame, Chad, Franchot Brown and Johnson, are carrying the offensive load for the Pirates.
Season and career high for Brown tonight, 16 points, as Tarver has it baseline, gives it up to Holloway. Quay Holloway checking into the game at the media timeout. Now Matthews drives on Sanu and wide open layup as Matthews goes right in, scores his first points of the second half here. 21 points in the first half, scoreless for the first 11 minutes of the second half. But he now has 23.
Portis still with only 3 points.
Kane out to Galloway. 15 on the shot clock. Bounce pass into Sanu. Shot is up and good. Patrick Sanu with 7, and the lead is back to 7, 66-59. Miller out to Holloway. Holloway passes up the 3. Now Matthews for 3. No good, and a rebounding foul against the Pirates as Corey Johnson, who stands 6'1", fouls Miguel Morton, who's 6'10".
I don't blame him.
And it must have been a foul because Johnson ended up with a basketball, right?
Yeah.
66-59. Morton to the free throw line. He has 6 points tonight. His first free throw is good. Morton, a 64% free throw shooter. Second free throw is good. And Arnold up off the bench comes in for Morton. Morton, good minutes for the Cougars here, offensively and defensively. 8 minutes to go. It's a 5-point Armstrong Atlantic State advantage. 66-61. Kane lob to Sanu, but it's stolen by Arnold, but it's stolen right back to Sanu. His shot is no good. Tarver gets the rebound for Columbus. Matthews gives it off to Holloway. Holloway has it stolen, and it goes off of the official out of bounds. So that means it stays with Columbus. .7:37 to go, 25 ticks on the shot clock. Matthews to Holloway. Now Matthews gets it back. Corey Johnson guards him. Good defense again by Johnson, knocks the ball out of bounds. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Matthews to inbound it. Out to Holloway for 3. No good. He almost banked it in. Brown gets the rebound.
Yeah, worked it off the screen. He got a good look at it. Galloway did a nice job of getting over there to try to get a hand in his face.
Corey Johnson now with the basketball. Drives, hangs, shoots, hits. Corey Johnson goes with the left hand. He's got 20. Now back the other way. Matthews has his shot rejected by Franchot Brown. Here come the Pirates. Kane at the elbow. Shot is no good. Offensive rebound by Arnold. Took it away from Sanu. It's a 7-point advantage for the Pirates.
It seems like the Pirates just kind of stretching out the lead just a little bit each time.
Tarver for 3. Short, no good. Rebound Brown. Here come the Pirates. Kane to Galloway. Bounce pass to Sanu. Spins. Hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound Tarver. Here come the Cougars. Matthews in the corner for Holloway for 3. No good. Rebound Arnold. Long rebound. Sanu had a chance at it, but it was over his head. 6 minutes to go. 7-point lead for the Pirates. Matthews to Holloway. Holloway drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound, Corey Johnson.
Pirates can afford to be patient here, try to get a good shot and run some clock as well.
Johnson passes it out to Galloway. Galloway inside. Franchot Brown steps out of bounds. Calvin Wilson into the game for the Pirates. Head coach Jeff Burkhammer wants a timeout to kind of settle his team down. They've had a couple of missed opportunities here to try and stretch this lead from its current 7-point advantage to maybe 8, 9, or 10. But with 5:33 left, Columbus State hanging tough.
Yeah, Chad, and they've been hanging tough all night, but the leads just kind of got a little bit bigger, about every minute or so, especially here as we worked our way inside 10 minutes. We said early on, if they shoot threes well, they're going to be tough to be reckoned with. And early in the game, it appeared that was going to be the case, but they've really kind of cooled off here lately from the three-point arc.
Columbus State 6 of 24 from three-point range. Armstrong Atlantic 8 of 23. But the Pirates continue to win the battle of the boards, 40-33, and the rebounding edge. Corey Johnson, 20 points, leads the Pirates. Travis Matthews, 23 points, but only 2 this half for the Cougars. As Corus Portis is going to come back into the game for Columbus State.
Yeah, and he's been on the bench for about the last 5 minutes, but he really has been a non-factor tonight. And if they ever need him to get hot in a hurry, it's now.
5:33 left here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong Atlantic looking for the doubleheader sweep. Columbus State looking to salvage a split. The Lady Pirates picked up the win earlier this evening over the Lady Cougars. Portis has it. Guarded by Galloway. Goes in, lays it up, scores. Corus Portis with his second bucket of the night. He's got 5. And it's 68-63. Kane sensing the half-court trap. Gives to Johnson. Brown lays it up, has it blocked by Arnold. Here come the Cougars on the run. Matthews back to Portis. Portis drives, lays it up, scores.
Nice hanging shot there by Portis, got the roll. And just like that, it's back to 3.
68-65. Johnson has it. Now Kane gets it back. 4:37. Galloway to Kane around the perimeter. Three-pointer by Galloway's long, no good. Rebound Tarver. Here come the Cougars. Portis is feeling it. No good, though, on the long three-pointer. Rebound, Franchot Brown. Here come the Pirates. Kane lobs it into Wilson. Wilson loses the handle. Turnover. Portis has it deflected, and the Pirates get it back. So the teams trade turnovers. We're under 4 to play. Johnson drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound comes down to Arnold. Assistant coach Travis Glover calls out the play. Portis down low for Arnold. Back to Portis. They were trying to get it into Arnold. They finally do, as Arnold goes in and has it blocked, but it still goes in, and a timeout called by Columbus State with 3:21 left. It's a 6-0 run by the Cougars, 68-67.
We were just talking a minute ago that Armstrong was kind of methodically increasing their lead, and just like that, leads cut to 1, 68-67, as you said, Chad. Lots of freebies going to the fans tonight here at Alumni Arena.
The last basket for the Pirates came at the 7:12 mark on a Corey Johnson jumper, so the Pirates have not scored a basket in 4 minutes, and that's allowed the Cougars to climb back into it, as it's a 1-point ball game, 68-67. And there comes to a point, Eric, where you can't really look to Johnson to do it all. I mean, he's done it all tonight, but the last couple of shot attempts have not been very comfortable shots. They've been in traffic. They've been a little tougher than some of the ones that Corey Johnson saw in the first half.
Yeah, Columbus has definitely taken account Johnson's first half and made some adjustments.
Kane to Galloway. Back to Kane. 17 on the shot clock. Johnson to Kane, back to Johnson. Over to Galloway for 3. Good! And the Pirates needed that one in a big way. Galloway stems the tide, and it's 71-67, 2:46 to go. Tarver for 3, blocked by Wilson. He couldn't save it from going out of bounds, but Wilson rejects the three-point shot by Tarver.
During his career, time and time again, Galloway seems to make a big shot when needed for the Pirates, and that one right there may prove large.
Stewart with it, over to Matthews, 2:36 to go. Over to Portis, guarded by Kane. Crossover dribble, Portis kicks it off to Matthews, three-pointer, no good, but there's Stewart as the Pirates do not block out on the long three-pointer.
Get the ball away.
And the ball goes out of bounds off of Stewart as Stewart almost picked up the steal. Pirates have got to be a little more careful on those inbounds passes.
Yeah, and little things like you said, not blocking out, those type of things are really the things that get coaches upset.
Johnson gives to Kane. 2-point advantage for the Pirates, 71-69. As the Pirates will get it under 2 minutes. Galloway, skip pass to Johnson. Now Galloway for 3 again. Good! Under 2 minutes to play. And a hand check foul on the floor will send Corus Portis to the line for 2.
Giving Galloway just a little bit too much space right there. He got squared up for a three-pointer, and he gets a good look at it, Chad. He knocks a lot. He's going to knock most of those down. And again, another big shot.
1:52 to go. It's a 5-point Armstrong Atlantic State advantage. Portis' first free throw's no good. It was 1-1, so the Pirates get the easy rebound. Kane walks it across the timeline, hands off to Johnson.
Big possession here. They can make it a 3-possession game if they can get a basket.
Johnson goes in for the layup, misses it. Offensive rebound for Franchot Brown. He puts it back up and in.
What a big game for Franchot Brown. We've talked about Johnson, but Brown with 18 points, 10 rebounds, double-double.
And a travel as Matthews in the paint shuffled his feet. And the Pirates take possession. 1:24 left, 7-point advantage. You got to wonder if Columbus State has to start fouling now as Galloway gives it to Brown. Now Kane has it. Dribbles. Gets it to Galloway. And the Pirates will try to bring it under a minute. Kane dribbling over to Johnson. Johnson back to Kane. 13 on the shot clock, and he throws it out of bounds. Wilson had already made his cut to the basket, and Kane didn't think he was on the move yet. Matthews, 4-3, and that's a mistake by the Pirates. Nobody picked up the basketball, and Coach Burkhammer is livid at his team right now.
And smart by Columbus State. Roll the ball out. The clock doesn't start until they touch it, so that all took about 2 seconds right there to hit the three. Pirates were deep down the court. No pressure on the ball, Chad, as you said. So just like that, again, 4 points, not out of the woods yet.
56.9 seconds left, and with a 4-point advantage, Columbus State again can play good defense. They don't have to start fouling just yet. 26 points now for Matthews on the night. He's got 5 of the 7 3-pointers for Columbus State. We're used to Columbus State as a team making 9, 10, 11 3-pointers a night. That hasn't been their game tonight. Other than Matthews, they've relied on a lot more drives to the basket and a lot of big buckets around the basket by some bigger players.
Sure, and they've kept the game every time it's gotten a little bit out of reach. They've been able to make a run and get back into it. And, 4-point lead. Even if they give up a 2-point here, it's still a 2-possession game. So it's going to be interesting. The Pirates probably like to get the ball in the hands of Jamal Galloway.
Absolutely. Galloway or Kane or Corey Johnson, 3 of the best free throw shooters on the team in the backcourt for the Pirates as Columbus State shows full court pressure. It's a 4-point lead for the Pirates, 76-72. Brown to Galloway. Galloway's trapped in the backcourt and a timeout called by the Pirates. 31 seconds on the shot clock, so 4 seconds go off the clock.
And good job by Coach Glover again. He's right in that situation there to double him up and not foul.
But now the Pirates will have to inbound it pretty much right in front of the Columbus State bench, and they will not be able to move with the basketball. So this will be a tougher inbounds pass for the Pirates.
Yeah, that's a tough place to inbound the ball right there, Chad.
Especially now that you got Jamal Galloway inbounding the ball against Maurice Arnold. So Galloway will inbound it. And stolen. Columbus State gets the steal. Portis is fouled by Galloway with 47.3 seconds left.
You almost sensed that was going to happen when the matchup was there. Galloway trying to look around the much taller player, ended up having to force a pass to avoid the violation.
And again, 1-on-1. Portis to the line as that is the 9th team foul on the Pirates.
85% free throw shooter is Portis.
First one is good.
So he's gets to the line often, 94 attempts this year, just a little over 85%. So the white person on the line for Columbus State.
Second free throw from Portis.
That
is short, no good. Rebound, Franchot Brown. Gets it to Kane.
Pressure now, Kane. He
loses it. Stolen. Shot is up and no good. Tip try no good, and then the tip finally goes in. Will Kane was begging the referees to call a foul as he tried to dribble out of traffic. It was taken away from him, and it is a 1-point game with 35 seconds left.
Simple things. Can't inbounds the ball earlier, turn the ball underneath. The lead evaporates quite quickly, so it looked like, let's close this one out. Now it's a 1-point game. Pirates are rattled. The Cougars are excited and momentum has swung, so it's going to be interesting how we can stem the tide here.
Well, here's the interesting part, though. There's 35 seconds left exactly, so there's no shot clock. Columbus State obviously can play for the steal, but you can't let the Pirates run out the clock. So at some point, they're going to have to foul if the Pirates can get it across, half court.
I think
and
initially
get
you probably, with that much time, you go for the steal, and then if you get into probably under 20 seconds or somewhere in that range, I'm sure it looked to possibly foul. It'd be see how Armstrong Atlanta comes out in the court. Probably like to get the balls in the hands of Jamal Galloway, but they have several good shooters on the free throw line. But you got to give Columbus State a lot of credit for hanging around this one.
Well, and here's the thing, too. Not only does Columbus State need to foul, but they only have 5 team fouls, so they got to foul twice to get the Pirates in the bonus if they do not get the steal. Parker Hayden into the game now for the Pirates, so now 5 excellent free throw shooters for the Pirates as Hayden will inbound it. And this is a tough spot for Hayden. He hasn't played in the second half, and he immediately is in to try and inbound the ball. They get it into Galloway, and a foul called. 1 second went off the clock, but again, the Pirates are going to have to inbound it, and Hayden cannot move with the ball.
And that one was close to being stolen. You're in trouble here.
And a timeout called as Hayden cannot get it in.
Yeah.
So again, all kinds of difficulty for the Pirates just inbounding the ball.
Tough situation for Hayden, like you said, and especially also a little bit taller, obviously, than Galloway, but another matchup there right on the line with, I guess it's Maurice Arnold at 6'7".
76-75. It's a 1-point game. It was a 5-point game just about 20 seconds ago. But 2 steals and 2 baskets by the Cougars. And the Pirates desperately trying to hang on to this victory, a badly needed victory for the Pirates.
One thing looks like we're in for an exciting finish at least. But these teams are been fairly even this year as far as the Peach Belt standings, and tonight proven to be the same.
Well, and these two teams met earlier this season in Columbus, and it was a 3-point win for Columbus State on its home court. So,
and the third time this season that Columbus State has played here in Alumni Arena, so a little familiarity at least coming in. They were back here in December. Right now, the biggest concern for Coach Burkhammer is just inbounding the ball, so he makes a change and gets Will Kane over there.
Yeah, William Kane, the point guard, will inbound it now for the Pirates.
Trouble
as well. They tried a lob play for Jamal Galloway. Galloway is fouled, but that's a nice pass by Kane to find Galloway at half court, and Jamal Galloway will go to the free throw line for 1-1.
Sure. Now worst case scenario here, if he does make both, it's still a 3-pointer away to tie this. So
Pirates will get a couple of defensive substitutions in as Calvin Wilson and T.T. Hall will come into the game. And a timeout called by Columbus State. 31 seconds left, and Jamal Galloway will go to the line to shoot 1-1. Fans, be sure to join us this weekend for exciting Armstrong Atlantic State baseball action as the number 10 ranked Pirates will take on the number 8 ranked Bobcats of Georgia College and State University. A 2 o'clock single game on Saturday and a 11 o'clock doubleheader on Sunday from out at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic a perfect 6-0 on the season, and will be facing their third consecutive top 10 ranked opponent to begin the year.
Yeah, off to a good start as Pirate baseball. Weather, or actually a schedule conflict last week, changed up some things. But a busy weekend on the campus of Armstrong Atlantic with tennis program.
Hosting Lynn, top 5 ranked men's and women's tennis teams from Lynn University.
All weather permitting, of course.
Yes. always weather permitting for outdoor
We have
sports.
stayed dry tonight here in Alumni Arena.
Yes, we have. Jamal Galloway to the line, 15 points tonight. Not a good shooting night from the field, just 4 of 14, but 3 of 3 on free throws. He was fouled in the attempt of making a three-pointer earlier this half, made all 3, but none bigger than these free throws here. His first one is good, and he'll have one more.
Be interesting if he makes this one. Columbus State, Matthews 5 from 8.
Second free throw good. 3-point advantage, 78-75. Portis brings it up himself quickly. Goes, drives, hangs, shoots, and misses. Rebound goes out of bounds and stays with Columbus.
Big sigh by Portis. He's like, what did I got to do tonight? Because that one hung on the rim for a while.
22.6 seconds left. Columbus to inbound from underneath its own basket. Matthews, bounce pass to Tarver. Tarver spins, hangs, shoots, hits. 17.9 seconds left. Hall to Brown, and Brown is mugged by Stewart. And that's probably a matchup that the Cougars wanted. Or actually, no, they're going to call a timeout. So the Pirates did not get the ball in bounds. They called timeout first. So now the Pirates get their good hands in as Kane and Hayden will come into the ball game.
Right.
So the Pirates catch a break there.
Yeah, really important. Obviously, the inbounds pass as well. It's had some difficulty late here, but as we've been saying all night, we thought this would come down in a wire, and it appears that it will.
(78-77). 15.6 seconds left in this one. And the Pirates will again have to inbound the basketball. They've had trouble doing just that in the final minute of play. The Cougars bring Miguel Morton back into the game. That lanky 6'10" frame will defend the inbounds as the Pirates also bring Nick Blumhoff into the game. So it's Kane, Hayden, Johnson, Galloway, and Blumhoff on the floor for the Pirates. Kane to inbound it. Gets it into Hayden. Hayden is fouled immediately. And junior Parker Hayden will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1.
Been to the line 9 times this year. I don't want to jinx him here, Chad. He's a perfect 9 for 9. I probably just did it in. Hopefully not, though.
Franchot Brown, T.T. Hall into the game defensively. Hayden has not scored tonight. The junior from Raleigh. Sights, shoots, misses, rebound tipped, and Portis has it. 12 seconds left. Portis with it in his hands. 8 seconds left. Gets a screen. 5 seconds left. Portis drives. Offensive foul called. Jamal Galloway draws the charge, and not only does Portis commit the foul, he also fouls out on that play. And that is a big defensive play for Jamal Galloway and the Pirates.
It's not been a night that Portis is going to remember here at Alumni Arena. 8 points, but right there, dipped his shoulder in, Chad, as he's going to the basket. Galloway did a good job of standing his ground right there, but it's not over yet.
No. 3.1 seconds left, so the Pirates are still going to have to inbound the basketball. Probably shoot free throws. This is still 1 and 1. 78-77. Pirates with the lead.
And I knew as soon as I announced he was perfect 9 from 9 for the free throw line, but tough situation for Hayden to be in at the end of the game there, having to make that. But
yeah, he came in cold in the last minute to inbounds the pass, and then was called on to shoot free throws. But the Pirates 3.1 seconds left away from holding off a game Columbus State squad, and assistant coach Travis Glover and head women's coach Jay Sparks manning the bench for the Cougars tonight. And they've played an excellent ball game so far, and really they haven't found that second scorer to complement Matthews. Matthews with 26, Stewart second highest as they go to Corey Johnson wide open. He'll run out the clock, and with 0.3 seconds left, a foul is called, and the Pirates catch the Cougars napping. Corey Johnson sprints down the floor, and he'll go to the line to shoot two and put a capper on a fine night as Johnson with 20 points.
Coming out of the timeout, well drawn up by the coaching staff there, and you said it, you hit the nail on the head. They caught CSU asleep there. And stranger things have happened, but
Johnson's first free throw is no good. Apparently the Cougars were in the double bonus. The foul total on the board was inaccurate, so they put 0.3 seconds on the clock, so there's 0.5 seconds. Johnson makes the second.
Enough time to get off a shot with
Columbus
1-5.
Try the baseball court pass.
That's not
it's
gonna
blocked,
happen.
and the Pirates win it 79-77 over Columbus State here this evening.
Well, it's a hard-fought game. It's an exciting game. Has a good individual performances. Even though I think Johnson, obviously, with his performance, I think Franchot Brown with 18 and 12 may be my player of the game.
Franchot Brown a career high tonight as head coach Jeff Burkhammer heads over to join us. Corey Johnson with 21 points. And Jamal Galloway with a big second half, getting 17 points. Whereas Travis Matthews led Columbus State tonight with 26 points. The Pirates improved to 16 and 9 overall, 10 and 8 in the Peach Belt Conference. Columbus State falls to 12 and 15 overall and 8 and 9 in the Peach Belt Conference. As I'm joined by head coach Jeff Burkhammer. And Jeff, another tight ball game. Take us a little bit through that last minute about how you guys were able to hold off the Cougars.
Well, we didn't do a great job. We got ourselves in trouble a couple times. We turned it over a couple times, which is a little bit uncharacteristic for our team. But we kept playing, and we did get a stop. And, we did get the ball to where we needed to get it late in the game. We got it to the right people shooting the ball, and we found a way to hold on. They're a hard team to guard, and I'm proud of our guys for finding a way in the second half to make them miss enough for us to win.
They're a team that doesn't have the most height of any team in the league, but they lead the league in block shots, and they alter shots a lot. Well, what was your strategy against that tonight?
Well, anytime you face shot blockers, you want to take the ball to them, and you want to use some shot fakes. I thought our post guys in the second half established some things down inside. We were able to get the ball down in there. Our guards were a little bit more patient, and we were able to finish the plays in the post. And that's one of the things we talked about at halftime. Let's continue to go in there, but we got to finish better.
Corey Johnson, another outstanding game. He's kind of become your go-to scorer, but also Franchot Brown, career high 18 points tonight, and just tough, gritty play underneath and in and around the paint.
Well, Corey was outstanding. He made big shots. He made big plays, and he has become kind of our go-to guy. Franchot's a guy that every night you're going to get a great effort out of. He's going to play as hard as he can, and this year he's really learned how to play within himself, and he's been outstanding. He's had a tremendous senior year.
Senior night on Wednesday, you got Francis Marion, a team coming in that played you tough at their place. Talk a little bit about the Patriots.
Well, Francis Marion is a team that we struggle matching up with. They are much bigger. We'll have a good challenge, but I think our guys will be excited about playing. We have 7 great seniors. We have 7 seniors that are going to want to play really hard in that game, and we got to find a way to win for those guys.
All right, congratulations on the win, Coach. Armstrong Atlantic State defeats Columbus State 79-77, completing a doubleheader sweep of the Cougars tonight. For Eric Faulkner, Jeff Burkhammer, Chad Jackson saying good evening from Alumni Arena as the Pirates are victorious. They defeat Columbus State 79-71.